So you've never had one before, so this was your first ever reading.
Yeah, right.
And what did you actually like about the reading then?
So I'm just looking at my notes here because I've written a couple of things down just so I don't forget. So I loved how detailed it was and how honest you were. You know, you weren't sort of sorry, just one sec. Can you just open that window a tiny bit? Sorry. Sorry, I'm a bit hot in here. I'm baking. So I loved how honest and just kind of the way that you deliver it was different to I've had different readings with different people, not Akashic readings, but you know, different sort of spiritual readings, and it's often very almost scripted, you know, like where it's like they're quite oh, how can I explain? Like they have a certain format, you know, which you can tell is the way that they do it. Whereas yours was more like chatting to a friend and listening to you chit chat and you were very, you know, you were you. It wasn't like this, and that made that again. It was for me. Safety is a huge thing with relationships with people and all
Yeah.
different things like that. And so for me, that was great.
Yeah.
And also just how much the information that you came up with resonated with me. You know, it was just I wasn't quite expecting it to resonate as much as it did, and you even said certain things about colors, and like we hadn't discussed these things, you know, we'd never really there was no way you could have known certain things. And you know, you were saying about the blues and the being attracted to blues and like crystals, and it was really strange because quite recently before I had that reading I started being really drawn to blue crystals, just different shades of blues and greens, you know, and that was a new thing for me. And you picked up on that in the reading, and your hands, you mentioned that your hands were blue as well, and in
Yeah.
the reading that was interesting. But it was just for me, it was how much resonated and how I felt empowered at the end of it. You know, I felt sort of like um dots were connected, and it made me feel like I was on the right path, and the things that maybe I wasn't sure about or that didn't make much sense sort of got a bit of clarification, you know. So yeah, that was really good.